Hey guys, what's up? This is Bret. Cheers. Back with a new episode of Planet Rotations. I'm going to show you 5 things that I listened to last week from my lengthy playlist, which the full, complete list is in the description box, along with links to where you can check out the albums and such. So 5 things. In addition to that is just a couple vinyl purchases and some killer VCLT / contest prize from Raul Citizen Toxie 69. So let's start off with the playlist. First off, I'm listening to this in the background. You guys most definitely can't hear it. This I showed before. It just released today in the United States. This is the album from Steve Kilbey and Martin Kennedy. Still Steve Kilbey, of course, from The Church. Martin Kennedy from the instrumental band All India Radio. This is their 3rd collaboration together called You Are Everything. Since it's dropping today, I've had this advanced copy for at least a month, I think. And so I've been I put this on today when I saw the announcement that it was released today. So guys, really check this out. I posted it up on my blog's Facebook page today that I was listening to it. Brother, Moon, Sister, Sun, Everyone, Lorelei. Really good. My favorite of the 3 Kilbey-Kennedy collaborations, so definitely check that out, guys. Someone was posting that they were listening to some Grieg last week, so I had to pull it out. This is Edvard Grieg, a Norwegian composer. This is Peer Gynt, Suites Numbers 1 and 2, the Lyric Suite by the Moscow Radio Symphony Orchestra. And this is on the Musical Heritage Society label. I have a friend whose wife is just a phenomenal pianist. And one night we were at their house and she was playing some Grieg, and it was just phenomenal. And whenever I hear Grieg, it always makes me think of the Smurfs cartoon, because they would use various pieces from this actually on the show at various moments when the sun would rise or whatever. And when I hear this, it takes me back to being a little kid. And I don't know if you guys remember, there was Smurf stickers, and they had a little book, and you could collect them, and you'd put the stickers, and it would make a scene anyways. Just a little. I'd buy them at the concession stand at the Little League field. Another one from last week's playlist, 9 Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine. There was an announcement 9 Inch Nails are putting out a new album, touring, so I popped out their first album and gave it a spin. 1989, this one came out. This is an original on TVT. I remember, I probably talked about this before, but I remember I was at Six Flags Great America north of Chicago, probably around the time this came out. And there was a girl in front of me waiting in line, and she had a 9 Inch Nails shirt on. So I was kind of intrigued by it because I didn't know the band at the time. So when I got home, I researched them, and my sister, I remember taking me to buy the cassette. And the tape was black, it had a black shell, so yeah. Anyways, excellent. You know, I'm not a huge 9 Inch Nails fan, but this first album, and really cool little tidbit on the track Ring Finger, the final song, if you listen really closely towards the end, there is a sample of Jane's Addiction song, Had a Dad. You hear the drum roll, and then it's kind of sped up, and you hear Perry's voice. So a little tidbit there, listen for that on Ring Finger. 2 more things from the playlist. Love Current 93. Pulled this one out of Ruin or Some Blazing Star. David Tibet from Current 93. Very prolific. This is a cool edition. Comes with the nice booklet, and he's a huge cat lover, so there's always some cat imagery. So it's got a nice booklet with all the lyrics. And to top that all off, this edition also comes in a beautiful purplish vinyl. So Current 93, if you're unfamiliar, this is a great place to start. Their records are pretty hard to come by. Actually, even CDs are. But this is one of my favorites, along with Soft Black Stars. This one came out in 93, I believe. So anyways, definitely check out some Current 93 if you are unfamiliar with them. Kind of almost spoken wordish, dark, very deep, and intense. So my friend Sean in the VC Shotgun Records, I picked up some, he was selling some Elliott Smith records. I'm a huge Elliott Smith fan. And so I took these off his hands. I bought a record before from Sean. He's a great guy. And so I picked up a few of them. So I pulled one out here to show you guys. This is Figure 8. This was Elliott Smith's release from 2000, I believe it was. This is the Plain Records reissue. It's a double vinyl set. 180 gram vinyl. It's got the lyric sheet. But I pulled this one out to show you because shortly after Elliott Smith died, I think he died in, was it 2004? In 2005, my girlfriend and I, for my birthday, took a little trip to LA, and we took both of our pictures in front of that wall. It was shortly after they turned it into a shrine, so there was writing on all these dedications to Elliott Smith. And that was kind of the first run of that. And then after that, it was majorly graffitied, and it was painted over, repainted again, etc., etc. But yeah, it's a store there on Sunset. Forgot the name of it, but really cool, that design. And he stood in front of it, and that's what that artwork is from. Yeah, so thanks, Sean. All right, I'm going to show a few little vinyl purchases, and then I'm going to get into the VCLT from Raul. So I was out with my friend James. James has yet to make videos. He's going to start doing it. So we went to a record shop here in Arizona and picked this one up. This is Anthony. He found this and he ended up giving it over to me because he was buying something else and had the budget. So love Anthony and the Johnsons. This is from the the second album. I Am Bird Now. This is the I'm Your Sister, a little EP on white vinyl. Beautiful. So I think it has 3 non-album tracks on it. I got to see Anthony when he performed with Lou Reed as a backing vocalist. I don't know, I think it was 2003. And he was just spectacular. He would just sit there in a chair, kind of hunched over, and then all of a sudden you'd hear this voice like an angel. And my brother and I were just really overwhelmed. So phenomenal vocalist, very dark music, very intense as well. Also picked up a couple Bowie 7-inches here. This one's got some ringwear on it, but I was really happy to find it because I never see it. This is Boys Keep Swinging, Bowie track from the Lodger era, so 79, backed with Fantastic Voyage, which is one of my all-time favorite David Bowie songs. I'll show you the record on that one. That's the RCA. I think this is UK. RCA, maybe it's not. Anyways, I'll research that later. And also, this was a really cool score. You know, Bowie back in the late 80s, he put together a band where he kind of wanted to go anonymous a bit, and he started a band called Tin Machine with Reeves Gabrels, guitar player, and Hunt and Tony Salas, 2 brothers, sons of Soupy Salas, and they were also the musicians that played on Iggy Pop's Lust for Life. So this is a 7-inch for Maggie's Farm Live and the track Tin Machine. It's a limited edition. This is number 2030 on EMI USA, and man, this is really cool. It's got, you open it up here, and it's got a book here. So it's got some photos, and then it has, there's the vinyl for that one. So that was a really cool score, and I think this was like $1.99. And I have some other Bowie 7-inches I picked up recently that I'm saving for the next edition of Turbo Planet with my friend Jesse. So that was a really cool score. Then I was at Goodwill and I picked up some more Julian Bream. I've talked about him, amazing classical guitarist. And this is him performing some Rodrigo pieces, some Benjamin Britten, and Vivaldi. So I listened to this the other night, and this was spectacular. So Julian Bream on the RCA Victor Red Seal label. All right, so let's get into this VCLT that I received from Raul. So Raul did a contest a while back, months ago, and I was one of the winners. And so I received my prizes today along with some other stuff that was just really mind-blowing. I have to start off by showing the box. I cut off the addresses out of privacy, but man, Raul, I gotta tell you, this was I was just blown away when this arrived, because man, that's the beautiful thing about the vinyl community here and the friendships that we make and how kind of well we know each other. because Raul put specific things cut out and taped onto the package that are just signifiers of my personality. And the first thing you can see, of course, for those of you guys not watching, you don't understand what VCLT means. It's the Vinyl Community Love Train. It's where we send each other records. And of course, he has to put the grumpy cat on there. That says VCLT, I hope it derails. Just when I saw that pop out, I was just cracking up. And then he also made these, like, if you look at it, they're like photo booth strip pictures of some of my favorite artists of all time. There's Ian Curtis there, David Bowie, Aladdin Sane, and Robert Smith from The Cure. I showed this to my girlfriend and she's like, we gotta cut those off so we can save those, so those are so cool. So Raul, man, straight away, if this is all you sent me, I would have been just ecstatic because I just loved this when I saw it. Some other things that he put in there, man, you really went overboard on this. So I discovered these actually later on when I shook the box out. I heard something moving around. And these are a couple little 1-inch buttons for Hog Wild Records, which Hog Wild is in San Antonio where Raul is. So cool little buttons there. Also sent me a sticker for that. And then, man, he like really, man, Raul, this is killer. U2 War sticker, love it. A Bauhaus sticker, a Morrissey sticker, and a Bowie sticker, man. Raul, seriously, loved it. Love that stuff. Love stickers. And then, man, I was at a bookstore, I don't know, maybe a year ago, and I was buying some things and I had this in my hand. I set it down because I was looking at something else and I forgot to buy it that day. So it just completely has slipped my mind since then because, yeah. So there it is. Raul sends me this book, Celebrity Vinyl. And man, I'm so excited to have this. I love books on well, obviously we're all record collectors, but I love books on it. And this is all just right. It's all like famous actors and stuff, all covers of their album covers. Man, the Brady Bunch there, it's got just some great, I haven't been able to look through all of it. David Soul from Starsky and Hutch, who was also in a movie that I love, Salem's Lot. Webster, Bruce Willis, of course, the Bruno albums of his, Tracy Ullman, Louis Farrakhan, wow. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to get Jimmy Swaggart. I'm really looking forward to getting into this. So thanks, Raul, for that one, Celebrity Vinyl. So let's get on to the records that he sent me. Oh, and there was also a sticker in here for, a huge sticker for Waterloo Records. So thank you, Raul, for that as well. I forgot to show this as well. Nice note there. Thank you, Raul. Already read that. And man, kind words. Great guy you are. So there's 2 records in here. Raul sent me, we were vibing on Facebook one day about the band Christian Death, Roz Williams, which I'm a huge fan of. And so he sent me an email and he asked me which Christian Death albums that I didn't have, and I sent him like 2 because they're really super hard to find, and you know they're not usually ones you ever come across. So what is in here? One of those actual records that he came across, and that is the Death Wish EP. I'm gonna open this one up. I've only really encountered this one time, and I didn't buy it because it was so tore up, and it just wasn't worth spending. And this is on La Invitation à Suicide. This is a French label, so it's got a whole French little discourse on the back there. And then there's the vinyl right there. And what's cool about this EP is that it has some track listing's not even on here, so I'm gonna have to do it from memory. But it has the song Death Wish, which wasn't, if I remember correctly, this was all recorded before their first album, Only Theater of Pain, and it had the track Death Wish on it. It has a track called Dogs, which was on a compilation called Hell Comes to Your House. It has early versions of, oh my god, I'm blanking out on all this stuff. But Romeo's Distress, I believe, is on here, and then Cavity. Something else, wow, it's been a while. So I'm so excited to have this in my collection. So thank you so much, Raul, for this one. This has been a missing item in my Christian Death collection for years. And I am very ecstatic and blown away by your kindness for finding that for me and sending it. And then the second record in here, which is also really cool because I do have this one, but the version that you sent me is in much better condition than mine. Mine had some thumbtack for someone who had hung it on their wall, and the cover was pretty beat up. So Raul sent me a really nice copy of Bauhaus Kick in the Eye, the Searching for Satori EP, which, as you guys that watch my channel know, that I am a big Bauhaus fan. I'm going to open this up for you, and Raul put these in really nice resealable sleeves. And this is on Beggar's Banquet, Beggar's 74T. So it has Kick in the Eye from the Mask album, a dub version of In Fear of Fear, some of the Mask era B-sides, Harry, which is like this almost little reggae song, and then kind of an experimental track called Earwax. And let me show you this. The Beggar's Banquet labels are always so cool. So there it is. So I am very happy to have this upgraded copy in my collection. So thank you so much, Raul. Yeah, wow, just really blown away. So excellent stuff. So Raul, thank you again so much. I have to show this box one more time here, so I get so much stuff here. So yeah, very cool. So Raul, thanks again. Appreciate all you guys watching. Talk to you soon.